Hi everybody, it's Marcy, and I'm here with a flip through of my January Just Junk Journal that I made for Dearjuliejulie Just Junk Journal Challenge 2022. And so let's get started. For this one, I've got my journal, and I'll set that aside for now. And I made my hardcover journal using a box. That book is trying to slide all around. Using a box, and covered it with fabric. And in this journal, I used a lot of wallpaper. And I used this book, Ladies Vintage Accessories. I believe it's from 2001. Let's see if I can see. Where did it go? 2001. And it just is full of wonderful images. It's sort of a collector's guide. Here we've got gloves, but it also has some great advertising images in it and some photographs. And so I really enjoyed using this. And since I've got it pulled out, I need to go ahead and go through and cut some of these out and make them more user ready or ready to use, just because I forget that the book is over there. So that is the book that I used. And to go along with that, I used Dearjuliejulie Ladies in Waiting digital images. So, and here I've just got a little tie closure. These were handles from a gift bag that I used. On the cover, I put some wallpaper down, sewed around it, used an image from my book, sewed around that, and they're all on the cover. And on the front inside, here's where I used the gift bag to make sort of a little corner tuck pocket. And you can see, since I wasn't able to use, I just left the gift bag hinge on there, not hinge, but to keep it from pulling through the hole that I used. Okay. So here we've got a journal card, again, backed with wallpaper, 2 layers of wallpaper actually, an image from the magazine, a sticker that I made from Dearjuliejulie. Here's one of the ladies in waiting. I did use colored pencil to add some color, a little bit of color to some of the images. Some stenciling here. This is a page from the book. Here's a bit of the washi tape that I made from wallpaper. And on my washi tape, I used wallpaper. I used some stitch stamps with black archival ink, and then I used some gold Nouveau drops and, of course, distressed around the edges. Here's a page edge made out of fabric, and I took the fabric and I ruffled it up, sewed up the center, used some Nouveau drops on it. And this is, the envelope page tuck. I don't remember what Julie was calling it. Envelope side tuck on page. Just used a privacy envelope, some wallpaper here, an image from the book here, some Nouveau drops here. And here I've got my file card with wallpaper, distressed, stitched around, another sticker, a tab, and on the back side, I made a fabric pocket, used another sticker, and my stickers were made using wallpaper, Some of them were made using ladies in waiting images, words from the ladies in waiting, and then on some, and of course distressing around them, some just have the words with the wallpaper behind them and then stitching around the words. And inside this pocket, I've got another journal card with the ribbon embellishment, except instead of using ribbon, we were using fabric. And here's the other side of that with another sticker. And here's a fabric journal card, again, using an image out of the book, distressed around it, sewed around it. Got plenty of journaling space there. And all of my journal cards and tags were made using smaller boxes that I was able to cut up and use the thinner chipboard pieces. Like here's one from some Swiss Miss hot cocoa. So it's already cut down and ready to be used. Here we've got a coloring book page. Here I've got a tab with distressing, stamping, some Nuvo drops on it, tags made out of wallpaper. Here I've got another fabric journaling card. And got a flip up, flip down right here. So there's plenty of journaling space inside here. And I just used wallpaper here to leave a little opening for that to tuck into. And it flips down and you've got another little pocket right here. And here's a date book page. Here I just put a little washi tape down here. Another Dearjuliejulie image. Stenciling here. Here I was using some craft paper. I was calling it wrapping paper. It came on a roll from Dollar Tree, so I just used that sort of as my wrapping paper. Here's another page edge made out of wallpaper. I distressed it, used my edge cutter and put some Nuvo drops on there. And on this side, we've got our 3 pockets on a page, all again backed with wallpaper, and each one has an image on it. And I've stitched around each of the pockets, a sticker here. And in this pocket, we've got a journal card. And over here in this pocket, we've got a little matchbook notebook. And I used some of my composition notebook paper and some of Julie's avocado dyed pages, and there were a couple of others. I just pulled out some random background pages from Dearjuliejulie stuff and printed on to the composition book paper. So there's my little matchbook. And this pocket, I haven't put anything in it yet, but a tag could go right in there. By the time I've made all my stuff, I realized I'd not made a tag that was narrow enough to fit right down in there, but that's what probably would go there. Now here's the center of this signature, and I did lightly coffee stain my coloring book pages just to keep them from being quite so white. This I just left plain in the center of the signature for the user to be able to go in and doodle or color at their own wishes. another tab. Here we've got a packaging pocket with a large tag in it. And for this I used a couple of my alcohol inks to give the packaging some color, and some wallpaper at the top to give it some strength, and then a sticker on the front of it. And inside we've got this tag with and another little sticker there, more stenciling there. Another Dearjuliejulie image here from Ladies in Waiting. Another date book page. Book page. The other side of this coloring page with another tab. And here we've got a belly band with a large tag in it. And for the belly band, I used a layer of wallpaper, then a layer of fabric, then another layer of wallpaper, and then over it, I put more wallpaper with an image from the book. And this, I don't have anything in it, but this is actually left open, so something could slide right in there. And then we've got this large tag. And here I used one of the stickers, and just to keep, although I don't think the tab would come all the way through, I sort of lifted the sticker a little bit just to be sure that that tag doesn't slide through all the way. Another Dearjuliejulie image that I've slightly colorized areas of the image. And here's another page edge ruffle from my fabric. Another sticker there. Some washi tape there. Here's a Dearjuliejulie image there. Again, colorized. And I just left this blank. Did some stenciling on it. But that's good writing space. Flip over, and here we've got another image, again slightly colorized. And that's the end of the first signature. For my second signature, this is where I actually put my, let me see what Julie called it, my wallet. Sorry, I'm looking to see what Julie called it. Oh, folio trifold wallet folio. And I put that in as my second signature. So, got my fabric, used to keep that closed, covered that with page out of the book, stitched around the edges, opens up this way, and here we've got wallpaper pockets. And then here is more book page, distressed and sewn around. And here, there's book page here on the outside, distressed and sewn around. And then you've got more pockets here. And then in the center, I made 3 pockets. Let me show you what's in these pockets first. Here we've got a journal card. And here's another little matchbook notebook. Made the same way, basically, as the first one was, with composition book paper in it. And on this side, I just put one little journal card in there. So that one. And this one is not sewn around just because the chipboard for this one was thicker and I didn't want to send that through my sewing machine. So that's why a few of them are not sewn around, is because the chipboard was a little thicker than I was comfortable using in my sewing machine. Here's a fabric covered journaling card with a fan, and it says, "The fan of a fair lady is the world's scepter," by Sylvain Marechal. And then here we've got another little fabric pocket with the Sears Roebuck and Company ad on it. And again, distressed around and sewn around. And 3 wallpaper pockets in the center there. So that is my second signature. Just right there in the... It's a little narrower than I would like it to be. I wish I had had something that I could have... I didn't have anything quite sturdy enough that was long enough for me to make it as long as the pages of the journal, but that's okay. I think it does just fine like that. Then we get to my third signature, which actually has more journaling pages in it, and we've got another Dearjuliejulie image there, and here, again, colorized, and on the inside, distressing, with lots of writing space. We've got a page edge on a book page, a little washi tape right here, a sticker here, little washi tape here. And my washi tape, at some point I got smart and actually I'd made one strip, but I actually cut it up the center, and so it gave me even more washi tape to be able to use. So again, Dearjuliejulie image, slightly colorized. And here is our 2-pocket page, and I've got a great big pocket here on this side, and this is a page from my book. And on top of that, I sewed a piece of wallpaper around it, put an image on it that is distressed and made little thumb holes. And in here I've got one of the little 2x2 journal cards that we had to make, just kind of sticking out there. Here's another tab, coloring book page, book page, more date book page, little washi tape here, another Dearjuliejulie image here, distressing, more of the craft paper with a little bit of washi on it. And on this side we have our flip-flop with the flap, and I used a book page for that, some wallpaper with an image from the book there. And this is some more of that Dearjuliejulie avocado dyed paper inside, just to give the composition book paper a little bit of color, but no distinct design, just a little interest on the pages. And then I left a little tuck spot over on this side that you could hide something in. Another little tab here with the coloring book page again in the center. And another page edge. And here is my fabric flip with images from the book. I sewed around the entire piece of fabric to help keep it from fraying. Sewed around the book page images. And underneath we've got a pocket that is sewn with a sticker that I ended up sewing around the edges of that. A journal card with another one of those ribbon embellishments on. And this is a Dear Julie page that was just blank coffee dyed. Little washi tape at the bottom there. And another wallpaper tab. The other side of the coloring book page. Here I've got my double tuck. Used 2 different pieces of wallpaper. Stitched around the outer edge of this one. Distressed it. Put a sticker on it. Here's another little 2x2 journal card. And another journal card with wallpaper, distressing, sewing around it, has the ribbon embellishment, book image, and this book image here, it says, if that from glove, you take the letter G, then glove is love, and that I send to thee. And it says it's an old Valentine verse. And another Dear Julie image, again slightly colorized. Another page edge ruffle. And here just kind of a random sticker just to give this page a little something on it, since it's just got the bottom of the page there. And a little washi tape there. Little distressing and writing space, and the last Dear Julie ladies in waiting image there. Again, slightly colorized. And I've got the same kind of gift bag pocket here in the back with another journaling card that is, again, it's got wallpaper there, another layer of wallpaper around it, then an image from the book, wallpaper sticker on top, with stitching all over the place. So yeah, I had a lot of fun using up different wallpapers. The inside cover of my book is also wallpaper. So I used a lot of wallpaper in this journal, and I actually had a lot of fun doing it. And I didn't worry too much about, because I just had little bits of wallpaper here and there, so I just had to kind of go with what I had, so it's not all matchy-matchy, but it works. So, that is my journal. It is 80 pages long, 40 pages in the first signature, 40 pages in the third signature, with just the wallet folio in the second signature. So that is my Ladies in Waiting journal. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please let me know what you think. And until next time, I wish you all a wonderfully happy, crafty day. And I will talk with you all very soon. Bye-bye.